"Hi, Dad," Kester said, loitering by the door. His father held up a finger, then blew once more on the firewood. A flame leapt up, immediately licking at the bundles of newspaper. "Aha!" he said with satisfaction, prodding the pile with a poker. "Now we are in the business, yes?" "Thanks for coming out tonight to see me," Kester said, as he settled himself on the nearest sofa, watching the spreading flames. "Though you're being rather mysterious about it all." His father blew on the fire again, then leant backwards, massaging his neck. "That is because you mentioned the Thelemites, Kester." "What are the Thelemites? Should I be worried? Are they going to do anything bad to Anya?" Ribero shook his head. "Wait until Jennifer is here. Then we will tell you everything." As though on cue, Miss Wellbeloved poked her head around the door. "Do either of you want a glass of wine?" "Do you need to ask?" Ribero said, smoothing his moustache. Miss Wellbeloved smiled. "It's not an Argentinian wine, I'm afraid." "Which means it will be substandard. But I will accept it nonetheless." "How very decent of you. Kester, glass of red or white?" "White, please," he replied, and leaned back against the soft cushions, which spread deliciously around his tired back. His father, satisfied that the fire was now alight, laid a couple of logs on top and made himself comfortable. "Have you heard anything else from this girlfriend of yours?" he asked, eyes glittering in the firelight. Kester shook his head. "Nothing. Just one message from Anya and that's it." Ribero frowned. "And she never mentioned the Thelemites to you before?" "No." "You are sure?" Kester smiled faintly. "I think I would remember a name like that." An echo of footsteps down the hallway announced Miss Wellbeloved's return. She handed them their wine, then nodded apologetically at her own drink, which happened to be a mug of hot chocolate. "I simply cannot drink past 10 o'clock, she said, sitting beside Kester. "It sends me straight to sleep, and gives me a stinking headache the next day." Kester smiled, noticing her hollow eyes and wan expression. "I'm sorry to land this on you, when we've all only just got home." They'd spent today driving back from Dundee, after a nightmarish week solving a particularly complex case involving a murderous fetch. He knew that the last thing they needed was another problem to deal with. She flapped her hand at him. "Don't be silly. We're here to help." "Why don't you start by telling us what you know, Kester?" His father leaned forward, glass pressed between his palms. Kester shrugged, sipping his drink. "I don't really know much," he said. "I've only known Anya properly for a month or so, if that." "Does she seem normal?" Miss Wellbeloved asked, studying his face intently. Kester considered her question. He'd spent so long in the company of rather strange people like Miss Wellbeloved and his father that he wasn't quite sure what a normal person was like anymore. "I think she's normal," he said finally. "She certainly didn't seem like she was going to disappear without prior warning, if that's what you mean." "Did she mention any clubs or secret societies?" Kester took a gulp of wine. It was welcome after a long, tiring day. "No, of course not. Well, only her book club, but nothing secretive." "A book club?" Ribero fixed his gaze on Kester. "Are you sure it was a book club?" "No, not really," Kester replied. "But why would she lie about something like that?" "Did you ever meet anyone from her book club?" Kester shook his head. "Let me guess," Miss Wellbeloved said. "They meet on Wednesday evenings." "How on earth did you know that?" She nodded at Ribero, who looked grim. "Thelemites," they chanted in unison. Kester looked at them blankly.